Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I wanted to sort of show you the sort of issues I have to deal with my guavas in particular inside that don't respond well to being indoors over the winter, and the kind of stuff that I have to do in spring to try and rejuvenate them. Now this is probably the worst looking plant of all that I've got, and this is a Thai giant guava, which is actually one that I really wanted to try and keep alive and look after, because if it ever fruited it would be the most interesting one to have because of the large fruits. Now you can see it's completely defoliated. This is only some of the leaves, all the other leaves were on the floor. So the best thing to do to start with before I do anything else is to just remove the leaves, and I'll just throw them onto my garners and mulch. And the reason I sort of remove the leaves is they can harbour pests that are not good for the health of the plants. Won't affect the little outdoor plants I've got. I'm not worried about those. Even if there's the odd pest, they're full of pests outside naturally anyway. But if I get rid of all of these, it just stops the build up of pests on the soil level. Now interestingly enough, as far as the guavas are concerned, I've overwatered this one. Now most of them I would say have suffered leaf loss from being underwatered. This one here is really heavy, and I fear I've overwatered it, and probably some of this is dieback due to leaf loss. Now you can see down here guavas are tough, and there are green shoots coming out the bottom. There's still a couple of leaves at the end of the stems and a couple up here, but I'm not actually going to leave all those stems on. There's some green buds here. What I've decided to do is take this back really hard and get rid of all this, take all this dead growth, clearly dead growth back, and even the ones that are healthy, I'm going to take it back to take the strain off the plant. I'm going to cut this stem back to here because it needs complete rejuvenating. This one here I'm going to take back to here. This might look really harsh, but it's the only way to probably save this plant. And what I might do, possibly this weekend, I think this one needs I'm going to take that back to there. Yeah, stem looks dead inside, so that might as well be taken off. There's a little bit of green in there. I'm going to take this one right back to here. This might look horrendous. Now, possibly, as this stem still looks okay, I could cut this one off, but there's some green leaves on here, which means it should be drawing moisture up into the plant, and it could be generating a bit of photosynthesis. It's promising that there are green shoots all over the plant, and these will have been grown almost certainly from, these almost certainly are grown from cuttings. I don't think they'll be seed grown. I think they'll be grown from cuttings of guavas, because if you've got the right equipment you can root guava cuttings. I think the professional growers abroad know what they're doing. Just throwing the leaves, the branches, they'll act as mulch on my garden. So that's my initial treatment of it. I'm going to leave it out in the rain for a few days because it can be medicinal. My only concern is I think the plant is a bit waterlogged, so now it is likely to pick up a lot more rain because it's going to rain for the next week, but I think it'll be beneficial to be out in the fresh air, and hopefully some of that will evaporate if we get some dry spells like we look like we've got today. So that's my treatment on possibly my worst looking guava. I mean, most of them have defoliated, as you probably saw in the video that I've put out in the last day or two of some of the ones I've bought outside for a bit of fresh air therapy. But in any case, I'm going to leave this out until the weather gets cold again, and we'll see what happens on it in the spring, and I'll obviously update people if they're interested. So that's my that says Bangkok Giant on that label, and it says Bangkok Apple Guava on that label. So obviously the different the initial grower and then the on-selling nursery, which was Canarius, obviously have different ideas on what to call them. But it will be a Thai guava, and they tend to be the large green ones anyway. I don't think there's any chance of it ever fruiting here, like it might flower occasion. We'll see what happens, but hopefully this harsh cutback will rejuvenate it a bit and we'll see a bit of growth. At least this one doesn't seem to have scale insects all over it. Probably found the plant wasn't very tasty because it was in such poor health. So thanks for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up. Obviously you can share the video if you think it might be useful to anyone trying to rejuvenate their guavas that have died back. Please subscribe to my channel and remember to click on the bell if you like updates on new videos when they come out. I'll see you on the next video. Brett out for now.